And it's something you're seeing a lot. I mean, I know like recently I ordered a sauna, an electric dirt bike, like they all delivered via an LTL carrier with a lift gate. More and more that's coming into our space. What we have access to as a consumer, right? To bring this stuff into our homes and environment and not go to a store for this stuff.
Yep.
I think you're going to see more of this. So that's my next question, Curtis. Like, you have your R&Ls of the world where, like, maybe 5 years ago, 8 years ago, we're like, why do these goofballs put a lift gate on every truck they got?
Yeah.
And now they're out there, and I see it. They have a big sector of that market because the network is built for it. So, do you see equipment types changing or modifying in this industry? Like, I know at Motor Cargo, we had Priority Plus vans, little pickups, if we had to go run a pallet out or get something out. But that was more for, it didn't make its P&D run. We still need to satisfy the customer's needs, get this thing out to them. Do you see a level of equipment change happening in the very near future with how LTL carriers look at this segment of business? Or do you see them going through more of a partnership model with cartage carriers and little box trucks? Like, where do you see that in the next, 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, I think a bit of both, to be honest. Like, I don't think a carrier is ever going to knowingly trade space for speed and agility, meaning that they're always going to be bumping up against, the regulations of what's the biggest equipment and trailer size that we can use, just partly because line haul is always the most expensive portion for them, and that's totally space driven. And I mean, there's been policy, I can't think of the word, but there's been like lobbying and stuff forever on just even increasing the pup size from 28 feet to like 29 or 30.
Or to be able to run triples, like, because you can only run triples in certain states, right?
Yeah. So as long as that's the focus, I mean, you're always going to have different markets that have different needs just due to the urban congestion and bridge heights and street widths and all these different things. So you look at any national carrier, the most of their straight trucks and smaller equipment is probably going to be in the Northeast and in California and the bigger cities. But overall, I don't. This is my take on this. I don't think we're going to see a huge transition to predominantly straight trucks and smaller, more e-com or residential friendly equipment.
Yeah.
I think space is king, and the more density with consolidating, different shipments into one unit, I think will still kind of drive priority.